Choose from 4 preset offers that range in level of It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Devontae Adams. He had a standout game 1 week ago.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So the Charger offense making its way out, and at the controls is the league's second leading passer a year ago. At 25 years of age, out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now their versatile running back, here's Austin Eckler.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Once more, here's Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Herbert.
That is caught.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 15 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And I know that last week's game is over, but this feels almost like a continuation of what he did in the previous game. It's almost as if in his mind he knitted together the 2 weeks with no break. He's off to a nice start here.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Herbert,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
The Raiders offense heading out with their new man under center for 2023, the former Patriot, former 49er, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, Rebulid. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Rebulid. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just... They've got a new set of downs here. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give up the gun to Rebulid. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Rebulid on the ground last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive.
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll run here. Rebulid. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. They'll try and run with Rebulid, but he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
A 2nd down run for Rebulid. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run it in with Rebulid. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll try and run it. This is Boulder. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action, throw the ball. I say,
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was was able to get it.
The kick by Carlson is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after...
Touchdown, Chargers! Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Amir Abdullah gearing up now to lead this offense. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the markers. They'll stop him well short of the yellow line. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
This is taken at about the 14. Oh, some strong running.
A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A little short pass. This is Everett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. On the return, here's Hall.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing 20.
As they started that drive, I think they looked...
Partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and it certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well, and always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for L.A., they're on a nice early...
It's Madden NFL 24.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field.
They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And they begin the drive with Abdullah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go with Abdullah again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The numbers for Abdullah on the ground last week. 11 carries, 74 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun handoff. This is Abdullah.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Abdullah. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Play action. Garoppolo. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The Packers cast a wide net last draft season to find starting receivers, and they believe they found something in Dobbs, a fourth-rounder. 42 catches, over 400 yards his rookie year. Those are numbers he can build off of.
Love, they go play action now. Caught on the right side, Reed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
When actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Well, what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
To the air again, Love. That's complete to Dobbs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing. Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play. This swung the momentum their way.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with second and a couple. On play action, Love to throw. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Play action this time with Love. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. To throw now. Here's Love.
Throw right side, going to be complete to the glove.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 13, 13. 21.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Renfrow. Here's 2nd and 7.
Running from the gun, it's Abdullah.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Abdullah. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Love now on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. If they got you the football, gave you a great opportunity, you got to cash in and get some points.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, the Packers called on Daniel Whelan to punt. Back deep, Hunter Renfrow.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. All right, let's discuss Amir Abdullah. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes.
Here we go, here we go.
2nd and 9.
White.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now a second down throw for Love here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Love looking to throw it. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So instead of forcing the field goal,
yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, creates a penalty.
Jones going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
it's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Romeo Doubs,
his second touchdown on the season.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 10-7.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that will line us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaunt getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
You ain't going nowhere.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Love now. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could hold it in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Let's go. Ready?
Here's Love. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. This is 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Love, they go play action now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
38.
Love now to pass on first down. Able to find his man, Kraft. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Love. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. They'll go with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be
hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
They start the drive with Abdullah. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A handoff to Abdullah. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And he'll take it across midfield. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly
View a player's motivation. You have 3 evaluation periods with each stage. View a player's motivation. You have 3 evaluation periods with each stage.
Now on the clock, the Giants. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock. The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock. On the clock now, the Chicago Bears. The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. The Chicago Bears are on the clock now. Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the Bears now on the clock. With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Falcons and the Raiders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 24.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He was brought down by Malcolm Kuntz. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Ritter back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. 3.5 to go, first quarter. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A good pickup there, 22. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown! Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Ritter on 1st and 10. And complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Last time out, they had the gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ritter, short throw caught by Pitts, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with. It winds up an incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
22 middle. Ready.
To the air again, it's Ritter. Buying time to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to Robinson now on first down. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Over the middle to Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Check white. Yellow. Line. Blue. Check. Smith red.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Opposite. Green. Black one. Check pink. Check white.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
He'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it winds up at 6 points for the Raiders. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Yellow, line, cut, cut.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Runs through the contact. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll throw it. Second and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Taking it right down Broadway. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see him back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Falcons ready to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. what's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the Ritter throwing on third down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Here's Ritter after that pick-6. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
Ball start. Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Ritter off the play fake. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick-6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Ready.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll keep it on the ground. Dive. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Now a handoff up the middle. Dive. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call
touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Falcons offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready.
On 1st down, Ritter. Short throw caught by Pitts. 20 down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. First down, here's Ritter. Over the middle, caught by London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ritter to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. And that is caught downfield by Becker. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 37. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. KJ Hamler from 8 yards out. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Dive. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your... It's Madden NFL 24. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' Rocket Arm quarterback. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdowns.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run and not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Got it. Hey, check. Hey, kill.
And a catch right side by Evans. Able to fight through one tackle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Brissett. This is caught by Evans. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Tampa Bay! Mike Evans. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point put through by Suckum. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 115 yards. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
But they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. First down run, he gets maybe 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd down, O'Connell. He gets it to die outright. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. This defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And Dye brings it in. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That drive, a long one. Plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to our level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing, Brissett. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. He finds his target. It's Evans. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action now, Brissett. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 47 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big run. Second and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back. Some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it. You don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. On first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Now Boysssss. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bucs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 5. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Inside the 10. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Raiders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
19. Hey, check.
On play action, Boysssss. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, Boysssss. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There's a nice move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some room to run now. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
On a hit. Late, it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that